Just had an early 2000s moment. Woke up about, I don't know, a half hour ago. Maybe less than that. I like to wake up and just kind of throw myself out in the street to deal with all the sensory overload. And I'm at the point, my hair is at a length now where I just kind of wake up and spray it the way it is with nothing else necessary. And I went to grab the regular hairspray I got, and I guess I got that Fruitopia, the fruity fucking Garnier. What the fuck? Whatever it's called. The transplants hairspray. And I put the transplants in my mind. Yeah. I mean, I guess I remember buying it. That will lead into like the theme, I guess, today, which is I guess going to university. How you doing, man? How's it going? God loves you, man.
God loves you.
Yep. That guy's cool. Yeah, it's I was before I passed out this last time. I don't even remember falling asleep half the time because time is so wacky now and sleeping so wacky. It's like past couple days I've been only getting a couple hours and then just crashing out whenever I'm tired, you know. But I was freaking out. Not freaking out, but I was really mad about this article I saw. A woman was talking about the Penguin show. All this Batman shit comes up in my feed, of course, because fucking of course, right? So she's talking about how there's a character in it, Sophia, the main gangster's daughter. She was put into Arkham Asylum, and I guess the story is close to what the Kennedys did, and there's a long history of this in the mental health field, where a rich and powerful family has an underachieving kid, a sibling or something, a younger sister or younger brother, that's kind of the black sheep of the family, like me, like a lot of us. And they just don't want to deal with them, so they have them sectioned and deemed as crazy people. And then to seal the deal, they'll have some kind of electroshock therapy or lobotomizing happen, which is rare. And I'm going to get to that. I'm going to put a pin in that. And these days, to do to people, and it would make them crazy. So they were basically getting rid of hey man, one sec. They're basically getting rid of their troublesome family members this way. It's horrifying. One of my friends from here was he took like some courses in college for mental health, and he had a bunch of books, and I borrowed a couple of them and read them, and one was the history of mental health, and this stuff has been going on since the Dark Ages, where they take unwanted people in a family, or unwanted people, of any kind, and they say they're crazy, and the shit they would do to these people, water torture. There was this one doctor that felt like he could beat the crazy out of people, so they were just beat. And the thing is, these weren't like vagrants or unconnected people that just find on the street, like what they do with people here, where they take them and take their organs and stuff. From what I understand, get back on subject here, they would do this to people that were connected, and it was through their connections that they would get rid of maybe family rivals, people that were, going to, in one case it was like a family fortune type of situation, two brothers, and they had one section and he was lobotomized and they got rid of him. They can pay these hospitals off to do this stuff, at least throughout history they could, and beyond the money, it's also a political thing if you know somebody, right? So I thought it was a real interesting conversation to get into from such a Batman TV show. I thought it was an interesting way to go. But unfortunately, this woman decided to take it to a place where it's all about misogyny, and that the woman who was put in the mental health thing, and the Penguin woman, to get lobotomized and stuff was like the Kennedy, what was her name, Mary something Kennedy, Mary Jo. So what it was the toxic men in their lives that wanted to silence them, that put them in a position where they had to be lobotomized. So she turns a legitimate thing that happens to everybody into a feminism thing. So, how you doing? I can't stop anywhere, guys. I can't stop anywhere. No one wants to come. Everybody, let's go over here a second. There's no way people don't need to be over here. How long do you think it's going to be till like some dude comes over and stands next to me over here? But yeah, she turned into a feminism. So I don't know. I was in a weird mood. You have to kick back against this kind of shit. So I left this message there. Collider is the. It probably got deleted, or it didn't even. They have people comment on these things. I wasn't like I didn't swear or anything. I was just like. I made sure I called her honey and baby a couple times though when I was addressing her. It's not a misogyny issue. This happens to men far more often than it happens to women. But fuck men, right? So I had a roommate, and then one of them who was he was the last guy in the country who was getting this frontal lobe electroshock therapy. They kind of done away with that. And he was really the last guy. And he was telling me this as he was getting it done. And he was really cool. Hold on. Sorry. Just try to work out all the internal problems here. He was really cool, nice guy. When I'd see him, and he'd go for these treatments, right? And when I saw him beforehand, he was my roommate. He was a real slow talker, but he was a nice guy. And he's always happy to see you. Hey Jim, how you doing? I'm doing good, man. Yeah. At night he would cackle to himself, which is kind of creepy. But I got used to it. I don't know why. I don't know what that's about. But he would cackle like a villain or something. I didn't think about it at the time. I just figured, hey, we're all crazy in here. These things happen. But it was probably a demon thing, happy because it's winning, because it's going to get a body that can't kick it out, or can't tell people that it's in there, or can't signal that there's something in them. So it's like it's gaining dominance over this person, and it's just happy at night. It's just the thoughts I get now. But and he would come back from this thing, and he would be a different guy. He had come back a different guy. Not like mean or anything, but just like, I'd be like, hey man, how you doing? He'd just like stare, he'd sit down, and I'd be like, I'd say something to him, and he wouldn't say anything, and then he'd look at me like he'd just seen me for the first time, and he'd go like, oh hey Jim, and I was just like, wow, they are fucking this guy's head up. And this happens to everybody. It has nothing to do with fucking misogyny. It just made me so mad, Whatever, what are you gonna do? This is a fucking occasion, this moment. It's fucking open. Finally. We're gonna finish the cigarette and we're gonna go in. Well, you're not going in, I'm going in. God. I did a video that I haven't posted yet because I'm afraid to. I'm probably gonna put on channel 2. And it's about the same old shit. Because it's like it's getting worse and worse here with the problem that I talked about before. And I know what a lot of you guys, oh God, I'm so sorry I called you guys. Oh my God, I try not to do that again. A lot of you have heard this same story from me all the time, complaining about the situation and how shitty it is here now and how great it was before COVID and all this stuff. But I keep learning more about it, about the situation. And I met a couple of people who also can see, or are at least willing to talk about it. We discussed some stuff. So I want to add that information to the record, because I'm the only one that I know of that's documenting this whole thing, this whole military operation. But YouTube's been on my ass real bad. I got that hate speech content warning, and for something that wasn't hate speech. But one thing I've noticed is that a lot of people are getting these hate speech notices, guys that have nothing to do with talking about race or anything. So I think what's happening is that it's the election year, so they're really trying to quiet people about talking about anything. So they got their algorithm sensitivity fucking thing cranked all the way up. So people are getting hit with stuff that they wouldn't normally get hit with, you know. So I think that's probably it. And but yeah, I'll figure something out. I'm thinking I'll probably put on the second channel and then link to that. I don't fucking know. This isn't your problem anyway. Neither is Target. Target's my problem right now. Alright, it's not a real Target. The fuck, really? All this time, all these years waiting for this thing, and it's not even a real Target? What I mean by that is it has like, I go in there, go to the toy section immediately, of course, and it's not a regular Target, or it doesn't have like all the latest stuff. It has like these sort of, I can't even explain it. It's all stuff you like, secondary market stuff, like all the DC characters in this weird packaging. It's like a low income Target. It's like one of those ones you'd find like in the, I don't even know how to explain what this is. It's I don't know if anybody knows about the intricacies of toy collecting, but it doesn't have new stuff. It has stuff packaged just for this place, and it's I'm a little stunned. I need a moment to collect myself. You don't know, like, because I've been well, you probably do know, I've been waiting for this place to open for like years. And yeah, and that R&B music, it used to be a time before COVID, right? Everywhere you'd go to be island music, you know, that's what it was. And now it's just shitty hip-hop and shitty R&B everywhere, because they want to ingratiate themselves to the new population that they brought in here. And I guess I can only leave, but they don't care about that stuff though. Those people don't give a shit about that. They'll steal any kind of music. But the yeah, it blows. It's like a I don't know if you'd know the difference, but it's like an invasion of the body snatchers type of Target. Like it looks like Target, right? It has all the iconography of it, but it's not a real Target. It's too bad. They fucked up the mall too to advertise this place. Everywhere you go now, there's like big Target signs leading to that place. It's like a dollar store version of Target, like a ghettoized version. It doesn't have the real packaging. It has like almost like if you were going to give out action figures as Halloween candy type of deal. Ross has more real official stuff. And then I just get depressed about the state of the neighborhood as I walk around there too. A lot of stuff's locked up. Yeah, that's the whole world though. It's not just this neighborhood, it's just the whole world. The reason I bitch about all the time is because I thought I had escaped society by coming here. I did too when I first got here. I'd escaped society. I tricked society. And I escaped to a safe place, safest city in America. Oh, it was always like the first or second. And the video I just did the other day, which explains what happened here, which I'm probably going to put on the second channel, it explains what happened. So it just makes you fucking pissed off. It's like, fuck, I got away from it. And then they brought it to me. Whatever, what are you going to do? Just keep your head on a swivel. I'm getting all my, you know, over the past few years, I'm getting my security shit back. Where how it used to be when I used to live in bad neighborhoods. I had a very keyed security system. Am I not going to be able to use this video now too? I don't know what I can say anymore. I don't know what I can say anymore. That's the problem with censorship. It's not about like what you are saying, it's what you might say. And you know what? It's not because they want to protect certain groups. Like, oh, you can't say that because it's not nice to those people. No, it's because they're part of their thing. They're their people. They're not people existing out here that are you know, you can say something mean about that they don't like, and they're trying to protect them, to protect their peepees. They're part of their squad. They're part of their plan. They're part of their army. Not descended from Adam. There's a lot of stuff there biblically that the more I uncover, the more fucking insane it gets. Like, the rabbit hole there is just incredibly deep, and it's very, very hidden information. I mean, I've been researching this subject for a while, in earnest, when I got triggered about how they fucking ruined the neighborhood here. I said, what the fuck is up with, like, what is going on with these people? Like, and why are they so insane now? Like, and then, you know, I come up with the idea of the basic, that the golems were activated and all that stuff. Yeah, of course. That's true. This place is cool. They got, like, robots and stuff in here. But there's also something way deeper going on, beyond the social issue. It's a biblical issue, what's happening with how they control people, how they move certain people. Everything in this world comes down to the struggle between those two dudes, God and the devil. Everything comes back to that. It's anything you want to talk about can be framed in that struggle. And there's a good side and there's a bad side. And this gray side is horse shit. They want you to think there's a gray side so that they can smuggle in the bad guys into your good guy area. I mean, and you have to be like, evil and good is subjective. Like, I don't know, he's a nice guy, but, you know, he killed someone. But no, they want you to be confused about that. Confusion is a weapon of theirs, you know. Let me go in the store. Let me get some robots. Put my mind in a good mood. There's a lot of cool stuff in that store, but I'm glad I didn't record in there. There's signs up in there that they ask you to please not record or take photographs in there. And you gotta respect that, you know. I don't know if that's legal to do, but I'm not gonna argue with them, fucking, because I'm sure it's annoying, especially with every day now everybody's on YouTube. And as I was in Target, I saw guys walking around doing videos. You know, some part of the problem too. But Japanese culture is so much better than Jesus. A lot of different things. Like, I go in there and I forget about this too. There's women that work in there, and Caucasian people like myself have a thing where we feel like we have to bullshit, like, with strangers that work in the store just out of politeness. So when I walk in a place, I always try to acknowledge that the person is behind the counter, like, hey, how you doing? You know, something like that. I don't want to do it, but it's just I'm compelled to by my Caucasianness. And they just stare at me like, this is unnecessary. It's unnecessary for you to create a rapport with me, sir. I love that. The place is so clean. They're so clean. Oh my god. I was looking at how they're having a prostitution problem now in Japan. And though that they are some of the most clean and orderly prostitutes I've ever seen in my life. Like, they're all like lined up outside a building. It's all very clean. There's no garbage anywhere. They're all smiling like in different. They're all dressed really well. None of them look like they're on drugs, because they're not. You know, they're just out there trying to make money to survive. You know, so it's like the most pleasant you know, prostitution area I've ever seen. They're clean. You know, Nia's half Japanese and half Korean. They teach them at a young age about cleanliness and respect, and so that, I mean, a lot of culture clash going on here, because there's a lot of people here from all over the world. I mean, it's a tourist area, right? So you're gonna have all kinds of culture clashes going on. But that place is fucking cool. A lot of cool shit in there. And I don't want to film in there. Like, it's a small place. I only started filming in Target because the fucking music again. You don't hear, like, when I first came here, you hear like island music everywhere. A lot of it was real commercial stuff, pseudo reggae. You had the big heavy guy that did Somewhere Over the Rainbow. You hear his song like 5 times, but it helped to create an atmosphere. Now it's the music pumping in all the stores and outside these restaurants. I've talked about this 100 times. I'm sorry. But the it's all fucking modern hip hop, modern R&B. Not really the dick music that like the guys will walk around cranking in their cars or walk around preamps. Some of them are careful not to have stuff about dick, so they get all the non-dick kind of hip hop and R&B, and they play that stuff. Well, there's no more Islanders, so I mean they don't have to play Island music. They got rid of them all. They really did too. Shit, I mean I don't even. The last time I saw a couple of Samoan dudes walking around together, not in a gay way, the very manly way, is shit, I don't know, a Filipino family, like I don't see them. It's not here. They were the group hardest hit by the shenanigans of the state. When the COVID emergency happened and the feds cut every state a check to pay their citizens, Hawaii was like, oh wait, what? Oh, they gave us money? And that went on for like a year. And I go into it in this video that's probably going to end up on channel 2. I don't like talking about that. Like, I feel like you make yourself a target in a lot of ways. Well, that would be if someone sees you. And, you know, thank God we have the situation with you here. But, no one's good balls to talk. I'm not saying I do. I don't. I don't want to fucking deal with any of this shit. I guess, I don't know. I'm a spurg. I can't keep the spaghetti in my pocket. I'll probably be one of the first ones banned, you know, when the time comes. Especially in this area, because there's not a lot of people. There's not, you know. You're not going to get a lot of dissonant action to anything those in power want here. It's a very subjugated place. Subjugation is in its history, you know. It's like it's, you know. Everything's France in World War II here. You'd like a table for how many, Mr. Himmler? Yeah, they ain't doing shit. It's just the same problem we all have. I delved too deeply, right? I know too much. And it fucking haunts me. Add on top of that a pretty severe mental illness record, whether it's warranted or not, and I'm prime candidate for the ice cream ban. Yeah, what are you gonna do? I mean, I don't know. Like, I think that's just really more of a posturing. I don't know when the time would be right to go and start collecting people that they're afraid are gonna be a problem. And it's like, I used to think like, well, I'm not doing anything. I'm not like fucking having secret meetings or stockpiling weapons or something. I'm no danger, but I'm talking about things, you know? And I'm not trying to do their work for them, but that's probably more of a concern than me having a basement full of tomatoes and not talking to anybody. You know what I mean? In a way, though, like, it's good to talk to people because it's kind of protection, you know? Try to make friends with your neighbors, you know? And that's why you always see me talking, hey, what's up, buddy? Hey, what's going on here? You want to create a situation where if the ice cream ban does come for you, you want to have someone say, hey, why are you taking fucking Jimmy? What's going on? How come you taking him? They want to create a situation between you and your neighbors where if the ice cream ban comes for you, and they do throw you in it, they don't want anyone to voice up for you. They just want people to peer out their windows, draw the curtains and say, you know, wow, I'm glad that wasn't me. Keeping sand in the machine, 5%ers. And I'll see you soon. Don't blame the teacher. Blame the school. This is what I mean by it's not a regular target. Like, this is the action figure aisle. What kind of packaging is this? I've never seen anything like that before. This kind of stuff I've seen, but like, and that's it. And that's it. And a lot of it's like real overpriced. Legends for 25 bucks. Maybe new ones are. I don't really know. But it's very small. That's it. That's it. Yeah, and the packaging's fucking weird. It's one of those small stores. It's one of the, like a Target Express or something. And I think it's, I mean, the building just wasn't big enough, I guess. First world problems.